Austin Lee Russell, better known by his stage name Chumlee, is an American businessman and a reality TV star. Most people know him from the History Channel's show Pawn Stars. This show is all about the day-to-day business at the gold and silver pawn shop in Las Vegas, where Chumlee works. His journey from everyday life in Las Vegas to becoming a beloved television personality is filled with intriguing twists and turns. However, legal troubles have cast a shadow on his otherwise stellar career, leaving fans in shock.
An action news update now on Pawn Stars star Chumlee. He's now hired attorney David Chesney. He's facing felony drug and weapons charges after police searched his home last week.
Chumlee was born on September 8, 1982, in Henderson, Nevada. He grew up in a family of 6 and went to school in Las Vegas. His father had a pretty exciting career because he was a DJ. However, his mother worked at a local casino. Chumlee was very interested in collecting and selling items, which was his passion. Later, it became his career as well. Once they finished high school, then, he started working at the gold and silver pawn shop. This was why he was later featured on the Pawn Stars. Initially, he was just a janitor, but people started seeing his talent and praising him for his talent. Chumlee's path to success hasn't been entirely smooth. He has faced numerous challenges, including purchasing counterfeit items and making expensive mistakes. However, his ability to laugh at himself and learn from these experiences has only increased his appeal. His path is a journey from pawn star to millionaire. In the heart of Las Vegas, a star emerged from the unlikeliest of places, a pawn shop. Austin Russell, better known by his nickname Chumlee, became a household name following the success of the reality TV show Pawn Stars. The series, which provides a glimpse into the day-to-day operations of the gold and silver pawn shop, catapulted its staff into stardom, with Chumlee becoming a fan favorite due to his comic relief and amiable nature. Chumlee's foray into the pawn business began long before the cameras rolled. Growing up in Henderson, Nevada, he was a childhood friend of Corey Big Hoss Harrison, whose father, Rick Harrison, and grandfather, Richard Old Man Harrison, owned the gold and silver pawn shop. Chumlee started working at the pawn shop at the age of 21, gaining invaluable experience and knowledge in the trade. Chumlee may not actually be one of Rick's children, but he's the closest thing someone could be to one. A lifelong friend of Rick's actual son and fellow show star Corey Harrison, Chumlee has been coming around the pawn shop ever since he was a small child. Once he was finally old enough to work, Rick gave him a chance behind the shop counter. Whether through the highly comfortable way they talk to one another, the constant pranks, or how he acts as an employee, it's clear why some fans may believe that Chumlee is a Harrison, but that just isn't the case. Nonetheless, no matter how much he has pushed Rick's buttons over the years, the shop owner has never had it in his heart to fire Chumlee. The lovable counter helper began his time at the pawn shop when he was only 21 years old. 5 years later, in 2009, the first season of Pawn Stars was filmed, and Chumlee quickly became a fan favorite. The launch of Pawn Stars in 2009 brought the staff of the gold and silver pawn shop into the limelight. Chumlee quickly became a beloved figure on the show, known for his humorous antics and laid-back attitude. His popularity soared as audiences grew fond of his dynamic with the Harrisons and his knack for making viewers laugh. Pawn Stars not only made Chumlee a television star, but also significantly contributed to his net worth. With the show's success came opportunities for higher salaries, appearances, and endorsements. At the peak of the show's popularity, Chumlee earned around $25,000 per episode, translating to significant annual earnings given the show's extensive run and multiple episodes per season. The real shock came later when Chumlee found himself embroiled in a legal battle after authorities discovered firearms and drugs in his home. If convicted on all charges, Chumlee was facing about 70 years of prison time. It means that he will spend his whole life in prison. How freaking scared of that. At this moment, Chumlee made the smart move of relying upon an expert criminal defense lawyer. By doing the smart thing, Chumlee has been sentenced to counseling and 3 years of probation. Those familiar with Chumlee's often hilarious moments on Pawn Stars might be shocked to learn that he has had legal issues in the past. First, Chumlee was arrested in 2008 for loitering for prostitution. The same publication reported that he was arrested once again in Las Vegas in 2016 after his home was raided in connection to a sexual assault investigation. Upon raiding his home, police found something completely different from what they were initially looking for in connection to the sexual assault investigation. This included firearms, crystal meth, Xanax, marijuana, and traces of cocaine, which were all scattered throughout the house. He was arrested and eventually released, but only after posting a whopping $62,000 bond. Just 2 months after he was arrested in 2016, Chumlee was charged with 19 felony counts. Those counts included unlawful possession of a firearm, which Chumlee pled guilty to. He also pled guilty to misdemeanor counts of drug possession. As a result of his actions, Chumlee was given 3 years of probation and had to attend counseling, all of which ended in 2019. Ultimately, he was never charged in connection to the original sexual assault investigation. On the advice of his lawyer, Chumlee pled guilty to the felony weapon charge and a misdemeanor for attempted drug possession in exchange for counseling and probation. He'll surrender to police the weapons and the drugs. If his record remains clean through 2019, his felony charge will be cleared, leaving only the misdemeanor on his record. If Chumlee gets in trouble with the law again, he'll face 2 to 5 years in prison for the weapon possession charge. So, Chumlee learns a valuable lesson of having skilled legal representation. Despite legal issues, Chumlee is alive and well in 2024. The Pawn Stars icon has gotten in trouble with the law over the years, so it was easy to assume he was doing poorly. Chumlee opened the doors to his candy store, Chumlee's Candy on the BLVD, in 2017, and the shop has been a successful business venture for the Pawn Stars cast member. The candy shop boasts a selection of retro, nostalgic, and novelty treats. The store sells Chumlee's branded candy, jerky, toothpicks, and other exciting products. In 2024, the confectionery appears to still be open. It's situated at Las Vegas. After returning from prison, Chumlee embarked on a dramatic body makeover that positively impacted his mobility and quality of life. After getting bariatric surgery, he lost 160 pounds. Chumlee decided on a gastric bypass procedure. Before his weight loss operation, Chumlee slimmed down through more conventional means, i.e., diet and exercise. However, he eventually put on some pounds. Rather than continuing to yo-yo diet, he opted for bariatric surgery. Now that he's liberated by weight loss, he's able to enjoy a host of activities that were once out of reach. For example, he rode a hovercraft because he was under the maximum weight recommended by the vehicle's manufacturer. Before, he'd been too heavy to do that activity. In general, Chumlee's very quiet on social media now. It was actually hard to find out exactly what he was up to. Despite facing challenges such as prison, he has built a successful network and businesses, including a merchandise line and candy store. In his personal life, he has been divorced but remarried.